You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast. Today is September 14th, 2023. And thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe and then head on over to youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme to check out the YouTube channel. Give it a like, subscribe, and comment on one of the many videos that I have over there. And then give hellocupcakeitsme.com a try and give it some love. And make sure that you follow me on all the different social medias and check out the links down below. So, episode 83. Oh my gosh. So, how has everyone been? I'm doing a lot better than what I have been, and admittedly, I have had some ups and downs the last week, but you know what? For the most part, I'm doing good. For those of you who have followed along on the YouTube channel and have been around for a few minutes, my dog bites are doing a lot better. And for those of you who are just joining me, a couple of weeks ago, I got bit by my neighbor's dog and left several puncture wounds on my left and right leg. And so those are healing up really nicely. And I was kind of worried about it because, you know, whenever you get a puncture wound, especially an animal bite, you just never know what kind of infections are going to come along with it or whatever else. And I'm also diabetic. So, you know, being diabetic and having any kind of wound, especially on the leg, is very life-threatening in most cases. But thankfully, everything got healed up really nicely. And I was on a really high dose of amoxicillin and all that other stuff. And so they're looking good. However, yesterday, I cut my leg when I was trying to move something, and last night, my cat decided that it wanted to have the zoomies, and decided to go running across the top of my foot, nails out. So I have two new cuts on my both legs. On the left leg, I have the cut from moving something, and on the right leg, I have a cut across the top of my foot from my cat peeling out on my leg in the middle of the night. So, if 2023 could just leave my legs the fuck alone, that would be swell, you know? Also talking about medical stuff, today I had to go see my physical therapist, and she worked on my arms and released the muscles in my forearms, more so than the muscles in my shoulder and the rest of my arms, but I was having really bad carpal tunnel pain in my forearms, and I couldn't even do like the prayer position where you put your hands together to like pray, and then you push them together and bring them down about your navel. That was just so locked up and sore and tender to the point where I could barely do that without being in pain. So she unlocked those muscles, and even though the whole rest of my arms hurt from her using the suction cups and the bone scraper and all that other stuff that she used, it has worked out really well, and I feel a lot better. Like, I don't feel all that tightness in my arms that I did have. Monday or Tuesday of this week, I think it was more Tuesday, I had to go and get an x-ray done on my lower back, and for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that my lower back has just been complete crap. Well, they have discovered that I have degenerative disc disease and that there are some bone fragments. So I don't know what that means as a prognosis moving forward, but now it's like, okay, see, you bastards, I've been telling you for the last 10 years that my back is getting progressively worse, and you still don't do anything about it. So now that I have the prognosis, we need to do something about it. So I showed my chiropractor. Well, I gave access to my x-rays to my chiropractor, so hopefully he gets to look those over, and then he'll come and check it. We'll be able to talk about it next week when I go to see him. And then I showed my physical therapist everything that was going on, and she was looking at it, and she said the only thing that she saw that she would like for us to work on was the sacrum. It's extruded just a little bit more than it needs to be. And so she gave me these breathing exercises and things to do in order to tighten up my lower abdomen, or my lower abdominal muscles. And so that's going to be really nice because at the YMCA, I've been working out on my upper abdominal muscles, and I can notice that I'm starting to like show my hip bones where I've never seen my hips. Well, I haven't seen my hips, I should say, since I was like 12, right before puberty. When puberty hit, I went from like 160 pounds to 350 pounds, like basically over a summer. And so, yeah. Hindsight being 2020, there's so much that I would have done differently during that summer when I put on that exponential amount of weight. But, you know, you can't really do anything. It's puberty and genetics and all that other stuff. And so, yeah. Anyways, I got to figure out what to do with that, because now that I have the diagnosis and I actually have it on paper, it's like, okay, now see, this is what I've been talking about. Let's work on that. So there's all that. But everything else is looking really good. I went and did all my other medical testing that I needed to have done, and all that came back positive and looking good. So, so much so to the point that my diabetic doctor has talked to me about switching up the type of insulin that I'm using. And I told him, I said, well, let's revisit this in 3 months when I come back to see you, because right now I don't have the mental bandwidth to switch up my insulin and learn new basal rates and all this other stuff. So what I'm doing right now is working for me, and we can try it again. And if that works in 3 months, you know, whatever else. But so yeah, that's what's going on with me medically. Switching gears now, I have downloaded a couple of games for my Nintendo Switch over the last few days. I downloaded Contra, and it's the complete collection of Contra. I downloaded Castlevania. That's the complete version of Castlevania with like 1 or 2 Famicom games included in there. And then I just downloaded this new game called Mortal Shell. And I haven't played it yet. I just got it downloaded yesterday, and I had a bunch of running around and stuff that I needed to do yesterday, so I really didn't get much time to do anything except for just like come home and sleep. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that game. And I just saw that Nintendo is remastering the Gargoyles game and releasing that to Nintendo Switch. And pre-order right now on the Nintendo Switch shop is $14.99. I'm going to wait because chances are that's going to drop significantly. But I never got a chance to play it. I think it came out on Sega. It came out on Sega. And so I just never got a chance to play it, but I'm going to get it when it finally does release to Switch. And I I still am planning on doing the Super Mario Wonder, even though that sounds like it's going to be kind of like a waste of money just based on how hard everyone says that the game is, or at least the beta testers. I don't know if the beta testers are going to be getting, if they got a different version than what's going to be released to the general public or whatever else, but I'm still looking forward to it and being able to play it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately, video gaming wise. And I've been doing a lot of arts and crafts lately. I've really hyper fixated on making brooms, and that's where my attention is right now. I'm making brooms, and I've made to date so far, I think it's 10 or 12 brooms, but I've given some away, so I think right now all I have on hand is 5 or 6. But I'm making these in hopes of being able to offload them at a Halloween event that's coming up. So I want to make at least 20, which I shouldn't have any problem making that many, because if I do one a day, I have more than 20 days until the October event on the 13th or 14th. And so I should be able to do that. And it might just be that I throw brooms together really quickly and then do all the decoration and accoutrements at a later time and date. Just getting the main broom structure put together right now. And the biggest issue that I'm having, though, is the fact that, one, I run out of wood really quickly, so I'm constantly having to take time to run out, get more wood, and then get more thistles for the broom itself. So with those two things, that is what eats up a big majority of my time. And I kind of timed myself yesterday in making the one that I did, and it took me roughly 2.5 or an hour and a half to make it. The one prior to that, though, it took me almost 3 hours to make, and I don't know what the difference was outside of the fact that I had to mill some of the wood or whatever. And I have a friend who wants me to make him a walking staff for his costume, so I've got to work in his staff along with making my brooms and all that other stuff. And I just don't know how or when I'm going to have the time to do all that, but I'm planning on doing some innate carving on his walking staff and trying to hollow out a point where it kind of looks like Gandalf's staff from the Lord of the Rings. But anyways, yeah, so I'm in crafting mode, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm chasing the endorphins right now and just getting that reprieve that I haven't had for a long time. And I was making really good progress on cleaning my house, but I've basically stopped cleaning right now, and I'm focusing on the arts and crafts aspect of it. I do need to get back into doing that, and I need to get some of the repairs done in my house. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to hit my friend up, the one that wants me to make the staff for him. He's a general contractor, and I might ask him to, let's do a tit for tat type of situation. You work on this one item that I need in the house, which is less than $30 to fix. You work on that for me, and I will make your stuff for you, and see if we could do a work for work type situation. There are a few tools that I need just to, I don't need them. It would just make life a lot easier. One of them is a power sander, and I've been looking for those online. And I found a brand new power sander with 60 sanding pads for less than $20 on eBay. So I'm probably going to be picking that up here pretty shortly. When and if cash dependent also, I should say. But I figured, if I get a power tool like that, I can use it other places in my life too. I don't need to use it just on arts and crafts. Like I have a jigsaw and I can use that. I picked that up for free off of a buy nothing page. So everything's coming together, and yeah. So what are you all up to now that we are transitioning into the fall? What plans do you have for the holidays? I would really like to hear from you. Do you do anything special for Halloween? Do you do anything special for Christmas, Thanksgiving, Ramadan, whatever it is that you happen to celebrate? Like, let me know what you guys are up to this holiday season and what you are looking forward to the fall. And like I said at the beginning, make sure that you follow me on all the different social medias and check out those links in the comment section down below. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.